What's up, programmers? Welcome back. So today we'll be looking into Java tutorials. Okay, so in the last lecture we had looked how to install the JDK, and we also installed JCreator. But for this tutorial purpose we'll be using Eclipse. You can feel free to follow along with any editor which you like. Even the JCreator is fine, but Eclipse is more popular than JCreator. So this is the link from where you can download Eclipse. That's the eclipse.org/downloads. Okay, and you'll be downloading this Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Okay, so I have already downloaded it, so I'll not be downloading it. You can choose the 32-bit or 64-bit machine depending on which system you use, and if you're not using Windows, you're using Mac or Linux, then the option is right up here. After you're completed downloading, you'll get a zip file like this. Just right click on it and extract these files to some place where you know. Just click on OK and it will extract for you. After you have extracted, just go into the extracted folder. You'll find the Eclipse folder. Inside this you'll find Eclipse. Okay, so just run this and your Eclipse will start running. Now it will ask you where it wants to create the workspace. Now leave that as the default one that is there. Okay, so now the Eclipse has loaded. Now just go here to file, new, create a Java project and just name your project something. So I'll just name Java tutorials. Just click on next. And finish. So you'll see a folder which was created over here with the name of your project. Just expand it and you'll see a source folder here. Right click on it and say new class and give the class name my first Java code. Okay, and click on finish. Now this will create something for you that's public class, and okay, so I misspelled the first. Okay, I hope you don't mind that. Just write down public static void main over here. Okay, and just write down a system.out.println and just say and at the hello world and put at the end a semicolon. Now I know I have not explained you anything. We'll just run this code to see that your JDK and Eclipse has properly been installed. Just click on this play icon that you see, that this will run the code. Now when you run the code, you should see a console at the bottom and it should print hello world. Okay, if this is done perfectly, that means your JDK and Eclipse have been installed properly. If not, then please go back to the previous tutorial, or if you have not properly installed Eclipse, rewatch or re-download the Eclipse from the link, and then we'll continue. Okay, so now let's dive into the code that we have written. Now we have written some code but not explained any of this stuff. Okay, so Java is an object-oriented programming language, so everything must be inside the class. Okay, this is the keyword class which tells that this is your class with the name that we have given. Okay, and there is a keyword called public. Now all these keywords, public, static, void, and all these keywords will be explained later, but I'll just give you a brief idea of what public means. Public basically means that this class, that's my first Java code, can be accessed from anywhere. Okay, and the static keyword we'll leave it for now, and also the void. We'll get into the details of the keywords when we reach object oriented programming, and also when we deal with functions. Till that time, just follow along and trust me, I'll explain every bit of code. Okay, so now let's look at the line that we have written. Okay, so we written system.out.print. Okay, now this statement, what basically it does is it prints out whatever is given inside the double quotes onto the screen. Okay, now this is our screen. So when we say system.out.print hello world, it will print the hello world onto the screen. So if you want to print any other thing on the screen, we'll do the same thing. We'll say hi and we'll write the semicolon. Okay, now if we run this code again, you'll see that it printed hello world and after that it printed hi. Okay, so basically the function of your system.out.print is to put whatever is inside the double quotes onto the screen. Okay, now onto the semicolon. Now as you know, in English language you got full stop to dedicate the end of the sentence. In Java, semicolon is used to indicate the end of the line. Okay, so whenever a statement reaches its end, we put a semicolon onto it. Now we'll look at comments. Comments are basically used to explain the code that you have written. Okay, so you have two types of comment, that's single line and multi-line. Now for single line comment you put two slashes and in front of that you'll write your comment. Okay, so we'll explain this line. So what does this line do? This line prints hello world on the screen. Okay, so this is example of your single line comment. Now as you can see, the IDE has converted this into green color. Now this has a special significance. This is a comment. Okay, so what happens is when your compiler come across a comment, it will simply ignore it. So it will compile from here till your semicolon, and when it encounters these two double slashes, it will ignore what is after it. Okay, so you can use comment to describe your code that you have written. So for multi-line comments, you simply put a slash star and you start writing your comment. Okay, so you can write this multi-line comment. Okay, so as you can see that we have written the comment across multiple lines. Now this can be handy when you want to write detailed explanation on something, and the single line comment is handy when you want to write a single line for the explanation, like this one. Okay, so that's it for the first tutorial. In the next lecture we'll be talking about Java's platform independence and how it achieves it. Okay, I hope you like this video. Please do like our channel, subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back with more Java videos. Thank you.